Chapter 11.
Colonel Bremen, I want to talk to you a minute.
If it's about Mara Jade, I don't want to hear it.
She's still under house arrest. I want to know why.
Gee, well maybe it has something to do with that Imperial attack 2 nights ago. You suppose?
Could be.
She was there on the scene before any alert was sounded. She admits that.
Well, so are Lando and General Bel Iblis.
Calrissian and Bel Iblis have histories with the New Republic, and people here who vouch for them. Jade has neither.
Leia and I vouch for her. Isn't that good enough? Or are you just mad at her for doing your job for you?
We're not doing this to be popular, Solo. We're doing this to protect New Republic lives. Yours and your children's among them, if you recall. I presume Counselor Organa Solo will be at Mon Mothma's briefing. If she has any complaints or suggestions, she can present them there. Until then, I don't want to hear anything about Jade from anyone. Especially you. Is that clear, Captain Solo?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
You do have a way with people, don't you?
Luke, when did you get back?
About 10 minutes ago. Winter said that Mara was under house arrest?
Yeah, and it looks like she's gonna stay there. At least till we can convince the bit pushers down in security that she's clear.
Yes. Well, that might not be as easy as it sounds.
Why not?
Because she spent most of the war years as a personal assistant to the Emperor.
I hope you're kidding.
I'm not. Well, we'll just have to convince that...
What is it?
I don't know. I just felt a disturbance in the Force. And I'm not sure, but I think it was coming from Leia.
You think we should run?
No. But we can walk fast. Hello, Mara. I just stopped in to see how you were doing. I'm doing fine. You're going to try to get me out, and we're all glad I saved you from Sabayoth. Was there anything else? I just wanted to ask why you did it. I don't know. I guess it was just something about Thrawn trying to steal your children. Where did you come from, Mara? Before the Emperor brought you to Coruscant, did you have any choice? So that's where you're going with this. You think I risked my life for your twins because I got taken away from my home the same way? Were you? No. I just didn't want Sabayoth getting his crazy grip on them. Just leave it at that. All right. I'd better get downstairs to the briefing. See what Thrawn's fighting clones are up to today. What fighting clones? You don't know? Know what? The Empire's found some Spa'arti cloning cylinders somewhere. They've been turning out huge numbers of clones to fight against us. I think I know where Thrawn's Spa'arti cylinders are. Where? The Emperor had a private storehouse. It was beneath a mountain, on a world he called Wayland. I don't know if it even had an official name. It was where he kept all his private mementos and souvenirs, and odd bits of technology he thought might be useful someday. One of the artificial caverns held a complete cloning facility he'd apparently appropriated from one of the clone masters. How complete was it? Very. How many cylinders were there? Were there 1,000 cylinders? 2,000? 10? I'd say at least 20,000. 20,000? You aren't to tell anyone what you've just told me. Anyone. Thrawn is still getting information out of the palace, and this is, well, worth killing for. I understand.
Well?
I did a complete circle around the office area. No beings or droids anywhere nearby. How about here? I had Lieutenant Page come in personally and do a counterintelligence sweep. And no one's come in since then. Everything should be secure.
Great. Now we can find out what this is all about.
Yes. Mara thinks she knows where the Empire's cloning facility is.
Where?
On a planet the Emperor called Wayland. A code name, apparently. It's not on any list I can find. What was it? One of the old Clone Master facilities? Mara said it was the Emperor's storehouse. I got the impression that it was a sort of combination trophy room and equipment dump.
A private rat's nest. Sounds like him. Where is it?
She doesn't have the coordinates. She was only there once, but she thinks she can find it again.
Why hasn't she said something about it before now?
Apparently, she didn't know about the clones until I said something. She was undergoing neural regeneration, remember, when everyone here was discussing it.
It's still hard to believe she could just miss the whole thing. Here she was, with practically free run of the palace. Then she gets fingered by an Imperial commando leader and locked up. And suddenly she's dangling Wayland in front of us and wanting us to break her out.
Who said anything about breaking her out? Lando's right. We'll have to take her with us.
Thrawn's already tried once to get you and that Sabaoth character together. This could be another trap.
It's not a trap. At least, not on Mara's part. I agree. And I think you're right. We have to take her with us.
Let me guess. This is one of those crazy Jedi things, right?
Partly. There's also some Jedi insight involved here. I touched Mara's mind twice during that attack. Mara doesn't like us very much. But on some level, I don't think that matters. She understands what a new round of Clone Wars would do to the galaxy, and she doesn't want that. If she's willing to take me to Wayland, I'm going. I'm not asking any of you to go along. All I want is your help getting Mon Mothma to release her.
If Thrawn wants to shut Mara up for good, he'll have all the time he needs to do it.
What's the alternative?
What Lando already said. We break her out.
Han, we can't do that.
Sure we can. Chewie and me had to pop a guy out of an Imperial hotbox once, and it worked just fine. It did too. It's going to be Luke and me. You and Chewie are staying here, where it's safe.
Might as well make it a party of 4. The way things are going with my Nomad City petition, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have much else to do. It'd be nice to pay them back a little for that.
Sounds good to me, pal. Okay, Chewie. Now what's your problem? Well, we'd like to have you along too. But someone's gotta stay here and take care of Leia. Right. That's why you're staying.
I have an idea.
You're kidding. This is a joke, right? Yeah, it's a joke. Because if you think I'm gonna leave Leia and the twins with...
It's the only way, Han. Sorry, Han. I happen to think it's a good idea. I guess it's one of those crazy Jedi things.
Very funny.
As for me, I trust Princess Leia's judgment. If she believes we'll be safe, I'm willing to accept that. You've got a few days to get used to the idea. Maybe we can change your mind.
Yeah, sure.
So that's it?
That's it. We've got a mission to plan. Let's get to it.
Chapter 12.
Status.
All systems showing ready. Bailey, Lacton and Corvus are at the turbo lasers.
Thank you. Stick around, Dankin. You're going to be captain today.
I'm honored. What do you suppose this is all about?
No idea. According to Parta, all Mazak would say was that I might want to come by Bilbringi after our rendezvous with the others at Chazwa.
Probably the eye-catching lesson for the Empire he and Elor were talking about at Trogan. I don't think I'm going to like this.
Just remember that whatever happens, we're innocent bystanders. An incoming freighter with an authorized delivery schedule and a cargo of Consayer power converters. Perfectly legitimate.
As long as they don't look too close at any of it. Okay, here we go. Look at all that new construction. They aren't kidding around, are they?
No, they're not. Nor are they kidding around at Ord-Trassi or Yaga Minor.
Incoming freighter, this is Bilbringi Control. Identify yourself and your home port and state your business.
Freighter Hab Camber, out of Valar. Captain Mabel Quiller in command, carrying a shipment of power converters for Dock 47.
Acknowledged. Stand by for confirmation.
They're launching an assault shuttle. Hold course. They may be seeing how nervous we are.
Or else they're expecting trouble.
Freighter Hab Camber, you're ordered to hold position there. An inspection team is on its way to examine your shipment order.
Why? What's wrong with it? Look, I've got a business to run here. I haven't got time for any bureaucratic nonsense.
If you'd prefer, we can arrange to end all of your scheduling problems right here and now. If that doesn't appeal to you, I'd suggest you prepare to receive boarders.
Acknowledge, Control. I'll just hope they're fast.
Control out.
Now what?
We prepare to receive boarders. Aves, get me a reading on those. They don't look like ships to me.
They're not. Look to be mid-sized asteroids. Maybe 40 meters across each. I make the count 22 of them.
Odd. I wonder what the Imperials are doing with that many asteroids.
Could be mining them. I've never heard of anyone hauling the whole asteroid to a shipyard, though.
Neither have I. It's just a thought, but I wonder if they could have something to do with Thrawn's magic superweapon. The one he hit Yukio and Wustri with.
That might explain the heavy security. Card, take a look about 40 degrees to port side. That half-finished Imperial Star Destroyer. See it?
I see it. What about it?
There seems to be some activity around... Scratch one warship. Mazak, you think?
I don't think there's any doubt. I also think they may have cut things a bit too fine. They've been spotted.
We going to help them out?
By all rights, we shouldn't lift a finger. Helping to salvage careless tactical planning only encourages more of the same. But I suppose we can't just sit here. Corvus?
Here.
On my command, you're to open fire on that approaching assault shuttle. Balag and Lacton, you'll target the battle station. See how much chaos we can cause. At the same time, Aves, you'll bring us around onto a vector of...
Wait a minute, Card. There, 50 degrees port side.
Well, well. Perhaps Mazak's tactics aren't as bad as I thought.
Are we still planning to hit that assault shuttle?
No, actually. Power down those turbo lasers. Stand down from alert and prepare to receive Imperial inspectors.
We're not going to run?
What's happening out there has absolutely nothing to do with us. We're an independent freighter with a cargo of power converters. More to the point,
It might be useful to see what happens in the aftermath of this raid. We're not going to be able to stop here. We're going to have to organize. All of us. What? Never mind. Have you anything to add to this report, General Drost?
No, sir.
Can you offer me any reason why you should not be relieved of command?
No, sir.
Return to your headquarters, General. The Chimera will be leaving here in approximately 30 hours. You have until then to design and implement a new security system for the shipyards. At that point, I'll make my decision about your future.
Understood, sir. I won't fail you again, Admiral.
I trust not. Dismissed. You disapprove, Captain.
I would have thought a more punitive response would be called for.
Drost is a good enough man in his way. His chief weakness is a tendency to become complacent. For the immediate future, at least, he should be cured of that.
A rather expensive lesson.
Yes.
But we can't simply ignore an attack of this magnitude.
We won't. In the meantime,
Grand Admiral Thrawn?
You wish to speak to me, Master Sabaoth?
They have failed, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Do you hear me? Your commandos have failed.
I hear you. What have you done to my guards?
My men! Mine! I command the Empire, Grand Admiral Thrawn, not you! Your commandos have failed, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Then it is time for me to take this task upon myself. You will take me to Coruscant, now!
Very well, Master Sabaoth. We will load my special cargo, and then we shall go.
What is this trick? Those? Are those your special cargo?
You're the Jedi Master. You tell me.
Very well, Grand Admiral Thrawn. I will. You can't destroy Coruscant. Not until I have my Jedi.
I have no intention of destroying Coruscant.
You lie! You always lie to me. But no more! No more! I command the Empire and all its forces!
Impressive. Very impressive indeed. And what do you propose to do now?
I will take this ship to Coruscant, to take my Jedi, not to destroy them.
It's a minimum of 5 days to Coruscant from here. 5 days, during which you'll have to maintain your control of the Chimera's 37,000 crewers. Longer, of course, if you intend for them to actually fight at the end of that voyage. And if you intend for us to arrive with any support craft, that figure of 37,000 will increase rather steeply.
Ha! You doubt the power of the Force, Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Not at all. I merely present the problems you and the Force will have to solve if you continue with this course of action. For instance, do you know where the Coruscant Sector Fleet is based? Or the number and types of ships making it up? Have you thought about how you will neutralize Coruscant's orbital battle stations and ground-based systems? Do you know who is in command of the planet's defenses at present, and how he or she is likely to deploy the available forces? Have you considered Coruscant's energy field? Do you know how best to use the strategic and tactical capabilities of an Imperial Star Destroyer?
I control the Force!
The galaxy is not yet ready for you to lead, Master Sabaoth. Later, when the order has been restored, I will present it to you, to govern as you please. But that time is not yet.
You will never present the Empire to me. Never assume you are indispensable to my Empire, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Only I am that. For now, however, I am pleased that you should lead my forces into battle. But you will not destroy Coruscant. Not until I have my Jedi.
As I have said already, I have no intention of destroying Coruscant, Thrawn told him. For now, the fear and undermining of morale that accompany a siege will serve my purposes better.
Then you may carry on with your duties. I will be meditating, should you require me. Meditating upon the future of my Empire.
Signal the relentless captain. Tell Captain Dorja I need a 500-man caretaker crew for the next 6 hours.
Yes, sir,
he said.
Will you be postponing the Coruscant operation?
No more than absolutely necessary. History is on the move, Captain. Those who cannot keep up will be left behind to watch from a distance. And those who stand in our way will not watch at all.